All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say Kal Halal Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Makar Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Greetings and salutations to you brothers on the highways and hedges, bringing this word with all sincerity. Shalom to you Aqua for an order, as well as you Israelites who look like these other nations. And shalom to you sincere listeners. Shalom. All right, just speaking about the deception, these are, and it always has been under Esau Edom, very deceptive times. So just be aware of things that happen, sideline to the real issues. That's why we filter everything through the scriptures, because the scriptures will show us what's going to come and what's happening now and what's happened before. Okay, so we know the outcome of the things which are taking place now. We know where they're going to lead to and what's going to happen, and then we tell it as well. But also on the sidelines of that, you get a lot of deception, a lot of deceptive tactics by Esau Edom and these so-called elites who rule the world for now, using the lesser luminaries like your YouTubers, your bloggers, your and people and the such like, to actually bring the smoke and mirrors and deceptive tactics, so you can't actually comprehend what's going on, or there's an old saying that to boil a frog, you don't turn the heat up straight away. You gradually make it hotter. So, here we are in this time of war, but still people are, consumers to the highest order, looking, still searching for entertainment, still searching for recreational activities, be it drugs, be it whatever, and looking at every single woke thing that puts itself on the media. And a lot of these high-end influencers and people that are there to distract you, like even the election was a big distraction of what's going to happen. We've had major distractions, okay? So what I'm saying is keep your eye on the prize. All right, the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Keep your eye on what is happening and transpiring within the world today. Because it is so easy to be sidetracked by deception. It's so easy to be sidetracked by dopamine-inducing uh, dopamine-inducing distractions. Okay, and they play on the feel-good factor, or they play on that, because now it looks like it's just craziness. Nothing works according to how normal people work anymore. You'll get these influences, just a panel of real hot women, and they'll show you how they're just rubbishing these women and all of that. Um, that's not how interaction really works between male and female. Just to then you'll get these the other side of the coin, like with this Hegelian dialectic, because they, organized opposition as well. They've got their talking points too. You've got the war in Israel and Palestine, which I believe is the beginnings of the Valley of Jehoshaphat or Yehoshaphat. But you've always got distractions and things that will lead your mind away from the truth and look at, you've got to be circumspect, okay? You've got to have that head on a swivel and look at, you can't be sidetracked by folly, because that's all you get now is folly, whether it's get Candace Owens talking about some points or how good Trump will be, and you get Andrew Tate talking about the how to be a top G, and you get these other silly little YouTubers, it's just distraction. It's just comes to a point where it's mind numbing, comes to a point where this wokest ideology is adverse to the scriptures of the Heavenly Father. Okay. Now you must know Esau Edom sets up all of this. It's the new bread and circus. Okay. The distractions from what's actually happening. You had that Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. Real things are happening now. You don't need to look in other places. Real ish is happening right now. Okay? And do not allow Satan to distract your mind from what's actually going on. Okay? Because really and truly, you got to be that watchman unto the house of Israel. And you can't be watching, like Brother Yawakanan was showing us some videos about these ICBMs. They got another acronym, but I forgot it right now. But in essence, the warhead splits into multiple actual warheads. But some of those warheads are dummies. They dummies in order to deceive the the missile systems that they have, the anti-attack systems that they have set up over these cities. So these dummies act and look like the real thing. I'm just equating it to this nonsensical wokeness. It looks and it acts like the real thing, like it's actual news, like it's something to get behind. But it's really a dummy sent out there for your distraction, while the real agendas are getting pushed behind the scenes and come to fruition in your face while you are distracted by the said things that are going on within the world. So this is the time where you really need to be looking and focused on the words of the heavenly power. All right. Yeah, because lies and deception are Esau Edom's repertoire. They are his repertoire. And yeah, I'm just finding. Yeah, it's 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and 11, and it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay? Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And I mean that's self-explanatory right there, because his devices are ever changing, yet always alluding to the same cause, and that is for your distraction. That is to take your mind off of the things and the agendas which are actually happening. All right, and it's hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up because you can get lost in the source if you continue following all these uh, all these things. Yeah. If you keep following all these things, that that are not really worthy unto salvation. They're not really expedient for you, then you really you don't want to be wasting time. You want to be in this word and actually looking at what's happening. You know, looking at what's happening, seeing the things that are coming to pass in the world. All right, because now we've got, we've got things that are leading up to the great destruction, which has been spoken about in the scriptures. Brothers have been speaking about it extensively. So it's time to look and actually filter what's happening now through scriptures so we can declare it. All right? And be in it. Be in it, Because really and truly this system of things is almost done. It's almost done. Yeah. Because this is what the Most High requires, This is the book of John, chapter 15 and 16. And it says, "Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that you should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of your Father in my name, he may give you." So we got to be declaring these things that are happening within the earth. We really have to be declaring this, all what is happening within the earth. We've got to be saying it, and not being sidetracked by the lies of Esau Edom. All right, not being sidetracked by the smoke and mirrors which have arisen in our time. They've always been there, but now we have the abundance of sorcerers, all designed to distract you. Okay, all designed to pull you away from this truth and have you looking elsewhere, while the actual things and while the actual events and prophecies which are determined in the scriptures are happening in front of your eyes. All right, that's why it's important to speak on it as it happens. You've just got Russia and Ukraine that have been going at it for a while, but the game has changed. The battlefield has changed. You have to look at that. You have to observe that and see that. They starting to use the implements, the arrows, the waster. They're starting to use those things now. Got to be looking, hey, when is that mark of the beast coming up? Oh, they done this? Ever closer, ever closer. Ever closer to the end. To the end of Esau Edom's rule. All right? This is John chapter 8 and 44, and it says, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth." So the truth is really not in, when he's saying you are of your father the devil. It's these people are the physical counterparts of the spiritual demon Satan. Okay. He was a murderer from the beginning. The first recorded homicide that we know was Cain killing Abel. Okay? Cain killing Abel, that wickedness, that spirit of Cain. All right? So treachery and deception are within his genetic makeup. Okay? So it says, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth." Listen carefully. Because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So this is the father of lies. You understand? So the lies, same as the sword, he has weaponized every single thing. So he has also advanced the ways of lying. Okay? He has changed the very nature of thought process. You know, he's the master of illusion, the master of capturing your mind state into something totally different from what he wants you to see. Okay? Because he don't want you knowing about these things that are coming upon the earth. He don't want you knowing what comes next. So he will feed bread and circus in this modern version, which even plays on your spirit, these algorithms, uh, inflicting people's the very core of their mind state. This is what is happening within our time, okay? Because it is absolute treachery, absolute treachery, and really and truly, if it were possible, he would deceive even the very elect. If it were possible, you know, because deception is his weapon. Deception is the thing he wields with utmost force. It's you know, it's a serious weapon that it's a serious weapon that he has within his arsenal. Okay, we have Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. All right, that's who we have. Um, you must remember this is a spiritual battle. This man we're fighting against has every type of weapon. We're not fighting physically, we're fighting spiritually. We're not doing any physical harm to nobody, but we're fighting spiritually. The greatest fight that we could fight. Why? Because the spirit is channeled um, and given by Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. By the foolishness of preaching, we are bringing down a kingdom. You dig? And when we look at it, the effect that the exposing of the lies have done by the men of the Lord has wreaked havoc in the enemy's camp. It's wreaked absolute spiritual havoc. It's never been like this. It's never been like this for him. Because the greatest thing you can do is expose the lies. The greatest, the greatest in affliction you can do is is shine that light. Shine that light in the darkness. Because what happens when a light is shone into the darkness? All the undercover stuff is exposed. Okay? Ye men of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai? Because of course, we can't be talking. We can't be talking to everyone. Yeah. Yeah, and they've said that they're doing this stuff in righteousness. You know, that's also another deception that they're doing this stuff in righteousness. They're gonna free the world and whatnot. And it says, but unto the wicked. Sorry. It's Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked Yahweh said, What hast thou to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hated instruction, and castest my words behind thee, when thou sawest the thief, then thou consented with him, and hast been partaker with the adulteress. So what have they to do to declare the Most High's words? What have they to do to actually declare righteousness? One more scripture, and I think I'll have to stop there. I've run out of time here. I'll have to clear some stuff up. Genesis chapter 3 and 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai power had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath the Most High said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? So we understand